everyone, and welcome back. Today we have a special interview with Will from the Underdogs. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
It's pretty great. We have 14 questions for you, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
So the first question we have for you today is, do you believe you're a protagonist or an antagonist? Please explain your answer.
Well, I personally believe I'm a protagonist just because I'm trying to stay out of trouble, be nice, get my little tiny Forbes town its first championship game win since forever, and we haven't played a game in 1 year because, town doesn't like to sponsor me, sponsor football because no money,
Yeah. So, second question we have for you today is, do you have any enemies? If so, who are they and what makes them your enemy?
Well, personally, the only enemy I really have is just everybody on the field. All those football teams I'm playing, they're just, you always got that one team that always trash talks you, pushes you around and everything. So there's always that one team that I once played before, I remember. He started trying to get in a fight with me once behind the bleachers, and it wasn't the best. So, everyone's just really mean. I'm being peaceful, like I said.
That's good. Third question. Are you romantically involved with another character? If so, with whom and why?
Well, I'm romantically in love with another character, and her name is Hannah Grayson. She's a football kick, well, any type of kicker, extra point, place kicker, stuff like that. Just kicking the football is her job. So I really like her. I think she likes me back because once after a game, we kissed each other, and that was after the championship game that we played together because we're on the same team.
Oh, very nice. So, for the fourth question, how have you changed in the story, and what events and characters have forced you to change?
Well, playing with, because we played a championship game once with less than one person. It was a 10v11 in the champion game, and we surprisingly won. So it was just really hard doing that because it makes me think on, it doesn't really matter your size. Anything's accomplishable. Everyone knows that saying, and that's a fact. That saying does not matter, and that moment changed me on the look of ways.
So, the fifth question today is, explain how the setting and how it relates to modern life.
Well, my setting, where I was in the book, was Forbes. It's really small village, and it just relates to, as I said in the question before, it doesn't really matter your size. I won a championship with 10v11, and it also made me just think on how other people do stuff with less than one person. So I think this relates to small towns accomplishing stuff. So that's how my town and how the setting relates to modern day time.
All right, well, thank you. So the next question. So the sixth question is, what is your biggest regret? Have you done something you have regret?
Yes, I have regret something. It's my town, people were constantly leaving, so one of my biggest regrets is just not going to my friends and all the people that left and saying, can you just please stay? See the goodness in this town. Even though people are leaving, doesn't mean that you have to leave as well. So I missed the opportunity I had to go and tell people that our town is great, no matter what the size. So.
Right, thank you. So number 7 today is, what do you do for a living? Do you enjoy it?
Well, I'm a middle schooler in 7th grade, and what I do for a living is just what I have to do is go to school, play with all my friends after school, and play football because
I'm guessing.
Yes, homework. Yes, but I'm also expected to do very well in school as well. I'm mostly what I do for a living is just go and play football because it's all I do it's what I've been doing forever since my dad taught me all to do football. So
Okay.
I right now I'm doing fine and I enjoy what I'm doing right now.
Awesome. Well, the 8th question is, what was the thing that motivated you to do the thing you did in the story?
Well, my biggest thing that I personally thought I did was creating a football team, and we had to get about $10,000 to create a team
Wow.
because the town, no one wants to pay taxes,
Yeah.
so that's why we couldn't create a football team. So I had to write a grant. So I got inspired to create a team and write a grant and ask for a coach, who was my dad, by just loving football and how my dad taught me to love it. I just got motivated by the sound of the word football. So, and also I do set goals, and I personally think setting goals helps you finish something that you started. It helps you remind to do something that you started.
So, number 9 is, what was the toughest decision you had to make in the story? Please describe.
Well, my toughest decision was playing in the final game.
Mm-hmm.
We played the team in the first game of the year, and it was 11
Must have
versus
been tough.
11. They slaughtered us when it was 11v11. But now it's 10 versus 11, and our team's with the disadvantage. And I just got super scared. So my instant decision was to just not play at all because
Yeah.
I didn't want to get embarrassed and all. It was just, they were scary.
So much pressure, right?
Yeah, it was just scary. That's it.
Right. So, for number 10, have you experienced any grief in the story? Please explain.
Well, it just was really sad at this one time. My friend Tim, he was my best friend, all-time friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, anything I needed help with, I'd go to him instantly. He just made me instantly be super sad because he had to move to Arizona because his dad was getting a new job because of all the taxes and Forbes. So it just it made the final championship game 10 versus 11, but
Yeah.
it's not like I lost one football player. I lost my best friend as well.
Yeah.
So that was really sad for me.
For number 11, was there one particular event in the story that forced you to change your life in any particular way?
Yes, there was. It's this one time I saw my dad walking home. Well, every single time I see my dad walking home, he's limping on his knee. So it's just that moment, I was like, wow, I need to be nice to my dad. It's just anything could happen soon. I already lost my mom, so anything could happen to my dad. So at that moment, I'm like, I need to be nice to my father. And I'm just, at that time, I'm like, I'm gonna be nice to him and all. And that changed how I looked at stuff and changed my.
The 12th question today is, are you or have you ever felt insane or did ever find yourself losing control of a situation?
Yes, I felt insane once I saw all these people leaving. They just left Forbes. At that time, I just felt like the world was spinning and I couldn't just grab onto something to help me. It felt like I was insane. I had lost control of everything. I didn't know what to do because my friends were leaving. All my dad's friends were leaving. It got out of hand. Kids from the football team left the team, because they had to move. I didn't know what to do at that time. It just made me super confused, and I just lost control of everything of the situation.
Man, that sucks. Well, for number 13, name a family member that made an impact on your life. Explain how they have made a difference.
So, the only family member I have is my dad,
Yes.
My dad, obviously, he just made the biggest impact, like, boom. I instantly loved football with him, showing me all about
Connections, right?
Yes, my dad just showed me to love football. He showed me what to do in football. If I needed help with anything, I would go to my dad. He'd know what to do. He gave me everything I needed, and without him, I wouldn't be here today. So I love my father.
The last but not least question, number 14. Do you think that the author was fair in his description of you? What would you change about yourself?
For this question, I would literally just be the same way. The author gave me skills in football. He gave me, gifted in sports, he made me. He just gave me a caring heart. He let me help at people whenever they needed help.
Well, if you could change, would you want to bring your friend back?
If I could, well, how could that change? So.
Well, it's all up to your
And
story.
I also do have a championship win underneath my belt, so that feels nice.
Awesome.
I like the way the author described me and depicted me.
Okay. Well, that was the last question, people. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. That was Will.